D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this story, and you can, read them for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I break them all down for you and everything. Now, before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get pushed to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we go ahead and get started? It looks like Titan Season 4 has cast its villains. Now, the lead bad guy in this is Brother Blood. Now, who have they cast for Brother Blood? Well, they've cast Joseph Morgan. Now, if you don't know who Joseph Morgan is, I personally didn't know who Joseph Morgan is. And that's because he's on the Vampire Diaries and the originals. My wife watches this show. I do not watch this show, so I don't know anything about Joseph Morgan and his acting chops. But the Vampire Diaries, he plays an original, and then the originals is a spinoff of Vampire Diaries. There's also another spinoff called Legacies. I don't know if he's in that one or not. But he plays a vampire on that show, I think. I'm pretty sure. And so he's from there. Now, they've also cast Franka Potente. I don't know how to say her last name. And she plays Mother Mayhem. And the only thing that I've known her from is the Born Identity series, which she does all right and everything. I don't really care for those movies, but she's done all right, and everything. And then they've also cast Lisa Ambalavanar. I don't know. I didn't say it right. Anyways, as Jinx, and Lisa is from the A-List and the show Doctors, which I have seen neither one of those. So again, I don't know any of her acting chops either. Now, who are these characters? So the show has described them as, and this is what they've said. So Sebastian Blood, or Brother Blood, is described as an intelligent introvert with a dark side. May Bennett / Mother Mayhem is at her physical peak and is considered an apex predator who is determined to accomplish her mission. As for Jinx, she's a criminal who is excellent at dark magic and has a knack for manipulating others and causing chaos. So that's what the show has said about them. From what I know, okay, so you got Brother Blood. I don't remember him being an introvert. It's been a while since I've read the comic books and everything, but I don't remember him as an introvert. I remember him as he's the leader of a cult / church and everything. In fact, they put the Church of Blood or whatnot. And so he's like a cult leader and very ruthless, by the way. And so, but a good representation of this was recently, and I'm going to mention this later again, but in Teen Titans, the Judas contract, that's like a huge storyline, but they've in the comic books that deals with Brother Blood, but they've already done the Judas contract in season 2 of Titans when they had Deathstroke in there, because he's a big part of that. So I'm curious to see what they'll do with that and how they'll go about that with Brother Blood here. And then in that Judas contract animated movie, which was very good, by the way, you should go and watch that. I thought that was a good representation of Brother Blood also. And I think that, and Mother Mayhem, she was on there. But I think that that'll be interesting. So moving over to Mother Mayhem, she's a high ranking member in the Church of Blood, and traditionally the woman who will bear the next Brother Blood. And she becomes the wife of the current Blood and raises his heir. And the first woman to use the name was Anna Resick, which is not, I don't believe that's so this is, and her successor is May Bennett, which is this one in the show. Mother to the 9th Brother Blood, Mother Mayhem was created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. And I have to say, cool and everything. Yeah, that's that. I'll mention her. She was also in Teen Titans Judas Contract, and she was a good character there. She was like this big muscly kind of lady. So we'll see. I have a feeling she's going to be doing a lot of the fighting. Maybe that'd be very cool. And then you have Jinx, which I'll talk about all three of these and they're what they've been on before. And then I want to talk about something else and everything before I move on to the next story. But okay, so Jinx, she has the magical command of various natural elements. And then she also has manipulation and control of magical / mystical energy in a diverse way. So she's kind of, I would equate her to maybe Wanda from the MCU. Like she has this like kind of like this Jinx magic, and her name is Jinx and everything. And she shoots like these like kind of like magical beams out of her, well, not magical beams and everything, but out of her hands and stuff. She's just very magical, but she has like this chaos magic is better, is because that's what Wanda has. So I would say chaos magic is a good word to use for her magic abilities. Now, Brother Blood has been represented before in Teen Titans and in Teen Titans Go. He also had a stint in Arrow season 2. And then he was also in the, like I said before, in the Teen Titans Judas contract. And as I mentioned before, they already did the Judas contract storyline in season 2 with Deathstroke and everything. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what they do in this season. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do as far as that goes, or how they're going to do this whole thing. Now, Mother Mayhem, she has only been in Teen Titans, the Judas contract that I could find. I couldn't find her in any other movies or anything like that, which they did a good job there. And I suggest going to watch that movie, not only because it's good, but also because it's a good storyline. And then Jinx, the only thing that I could find that she was in was Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. And in there, she has a different look. In the comic book, she's bald and has, she's one of those bald women that's all about earrings and everything. But in Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, she's like she's younger and she's got pink hair and everything, which will be interesting to do what they do with Lisa Ambalavanar. I don't know if that's how you say her name. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say her name. But anyways, now I want to just say something real quick. So in the comic books, there's a group, and it was in Teen Titans and Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, I believe. I don't know if it was in Go. But there is a group called the Fearsome Five. In Teen Titans, I think they were called the High Five. So with introducing Jinx, okay, so it was created by Dr. Light, and he was in season 2 and he died in Titans. But Jinx is being introduced this season. Now in season 2, they introduced Shimmer. She was that pink-haired woman and everything. And then in season 3, they introduced Gizmo. So they've introduced now, well, they're going to introduce the third one, but they've introduced 3 out of the 5 members. The next ones are Prism and Mammoth. And my question is, maybe they can have those 2 make cameos in this season 4, and then maybe have all them be the bad guys for season 5. I think that would be very interesting. I think that having a group of villains fight the group of good guys would be very interesting. And I personally like that concept. I like seeing the punchy and everything. If they don't do it, I get it. I would love it if they made cameos, at least at a bare minimum and everything. Cause it's always nice to see those kind of characters from the comic books jump over to live action. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about the Teen Titans casting for their season 4 villains? Do you think that Brother Blood and Madam Mayhem and Jinx are good villains to bring in for season 4? Or do you think the Judas Project contract, they already did that storyline, so it's a little too late, a couple seasons too late? How do you feel about those, the casting, who they've cast for those characters? Like I said, the only one I know is the Franka Potente. I don't know how to say her last name. I know her, but I mean, not enough to really like be upset about any of these. All right, you guys, go ahead and tell me what you think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit the like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.